Are you ready for the breaking news?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm ready, man. I've been seeing it pop up. Shout out to you. Oh, and hit that like button one time if y'all was digging the NFL Honors Convo. But, yes, man, I do see it. So, yeah, let's get into that thing, man. Let's get into it.
From Mike Garafolo from the NFL Network.
Yeah, heck yeah. Shout out to Mike.
He tweets out, the hashtag Steelers and QB Mitch Trubisky have decided to mutually part ways. Sources say the sides spoke to assess the situation, and Trubisky at 29 gets a fresh start just over a month ahead of the start of the league year and free agency. There you go.
I like it. You want first?
Well, not really surprised. I'm going to be interested in how this contract stuff plays out and how much dead cap we're going to have to take on versus how much cap savings we get, because this sounds very cordial in how we're ending it.
Yes.
Because I think if we were to cut Mitch, it's not the cap savings we would have thought when we were talking about potentially cutting Mitch like a month or two ago. I don't think it's like that much. Yep. It'd only be like $3 million in like cap savings. But I wonder, with this sort of agreement, could we be getting off scotch-free? But I mean, it makes sense. It completely makes sense with how the end of the season played out. Kenny gets hurt. Mitch gets his chance. Those 3 games were disastrous, to say the least. And then we get Mason in there, and Mason does what he does for those last 4 games. And you're just thinking to yourself, all right, Kenny's obviously going to be on the roster this year. We've said we're going to try to bring back Mason, so where does that leave Mitch? We can't be paying that much type of money for a QB3. And especially, not even a QB3, but a guy I don't think Tomlin or the organization trust at this point. So, yeah, I mean, it was a decent run. Best of luck to Mitch.
Yeah, man, I think it was appropriate for both sides, man. And that's why I like with them hitting with the mutually agreed to part ways. Whenever I hear mutual, probably is like, hey, you want to take this pay cut? Absolutely not. All right, cool. There we have it. So, yeah, man, we will see in terms of the numbers how much we'll, save off of that. For Mitch, like I said, I like it for both sides, though. For Mitch, you get a fresh start. You're going to get your guaranteed money anyway, so it doesn't matter if you're getting it here.
Go back up to Buffalo.
Okay. That's what I said. This is not like, for quarterbacks, man, quarterbacks like Mitch.
You take him. Who do you got right now?
We got Kyle Allen. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like quarterbacks like Mr. Trubisky, they're going to have a job. Like, regardless of our personal opinions on him, he is going to be employed in 2024, guaranteed, outside of something catastrophic.
Like, dude, there's guys like Chase Daniel who made a career out of being a backup.
That's what I be trying to say. I'm like, we might not view him as a starter, but Mitch is going to be employed. Yeah, like you said, worst case, he come right back up to Buffalo. I could assure you, he could be a backup up there, man. But, like I said, that's why I do like it for him. Just because, hey, man, you came through. You knew the situation was kind of crazy anyways with the timing of it. We bring in Kenny Pickett. You obviously don't play the way that, we would have hoped. Everything kind of gets crazy this last year. So, yeah, it does make sense for him to, want a fresh start somewhere else, man, where he doesn't have the negative equity already built up. Because now, anytime we see him out there in a black and gold jersey, our PTSD going to act up. We're going to be thinking about...
I do feel that way with even, like, Tomlin. Though,
yeah,
too. Like,
that's
the way
real.
he was talking
that's
about
real,
Mitch after that Colts game, he was like, I wish we would have passed it this way or done it this way. And, like, Mitch didn't really follow that directive. Like, he clearly said that in one of his press conferences. So, not only the fans, but I think even Tomlin and the coaching staff.
Yeah, no, that's real, man. And that's the thing, too. It's like, when there isn't a trust or there's, so much negative that's been happened that I can't, hey, you good, bro?
I got more breaking news.
All right, what you got, bro?
Big time news.
Dang, man, you thought you popped the park or something, bro. The way your eyes bopped up like that, man.
Do you still have anything more to say about Mitch?
Well, I did, but I got the other part, too. I was going to get to that. Wife had just sitting with the text, man.
Oh, you saw the breaking news, too?
Yeah. So I was going to hit this one first, then we was going to get to that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, keep going.
Come on, say, she just popped my jaw. I'm like, yo, I got you, bro. Appreciate you. She see right here, this post, bro. She is not playing. She is ordered today, bro. I see you, bro. I see you. I'm going to text her right now. We talking about it and you right now. All right.
I think she beat the chat to it, too.
Wow. So, now, yeah. All right, so I'll just go ahead. We'll just go ahead and say it all together, and then we can I'll process the Mitch part and then everything else. So, go ahead and hit the next part of the thing, and then I'll just start my
Tom Pelissaro
Yeah.
tweets out the Steelers have officially released Mitch Trubisky. We already know that.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes along with two other players, Chooks and Presley Harvin.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that is what Deke was referring to. That's what I was talking about. That's what my wife was texting me as well. And yeah, I was trying to like wait on it to talk. But so to finish up about Mitch, man, do think it's a good for both parties, man. For Mitch, number one, fresh start, go somewhere else. As a quarterback, a quarterback of his caliber, you're always gonna have an opportunity to compete somewhere. As a two, worst case, right situation, you might backdoor into a starter. You know what I mean? So for him, I like that. For us, in terms of the Steelers, you don't have to worry about the baggage of the contract, along with just almost like this lame duck type of situation with him, where we weren't going to view him going forward as a guy that we could legitimately trust at QB1. We've already felt that Mason has surpassed him to an extent based off what he has shown in these 4 games. So for Mitch, it was just a weird space for him. So that's why for the team, it makes sense to go ahead and cut that tie. So now we could just get fresh start, whether we want to go double draft, free agency and draft, bring Mason back in free agency, Mason back in draft something. But at least now you've checked off one of those boxes. So I do think that was a good move.